Hi guys, good afternoon. Okay, great. So we're going to start off with our really simple demo today. So this is basically a molar. It's something that's really simple or really similar to a lava cake. You can make it at home. You can make it, you can make it in a commercial setting as well. This recipe can be easily migrated to a commercial setting. It works well for the home as well. Now, when you're doing this, basically we're trying to infuse more flavor into this. That's why we have something on the heart of the molar, as well as we have the body of the molar. So we got to go 2 steps at a time. So I think we'll focus here first. So what are we going to be doing first is very important. We're going to start to make the ganache. To make the ganache, you have to have the chocolate. So you got some melted chocolate here. And this is pure chocolate at 45%. You can go for any other one if you have a higher one. Up to 90% as well. Goes very well. The more intense your chocolate is, the more this is going to be a more, like a full burst of chocolate. Again, I don't prefer to use a 90% in the Indian setting because a lot of people don't like that. Then we have a combination of the honey and the cream. So this is heated up from before, and I'm just going to combine it all together. Now I can't have them really hot because I need to add in brandy. So when you're adding in brandy into any recipe and the temperature is above 30 degrees, the alcohol will start to evaporate. So you want to ensure that doesn't happen. And once it's mixed like that, then you just add in the brandy. Okay, add now what you want. Once it's well mixed like that, I'm going to put it inside the fridge. I'm going to put it in the fridge for about 5 to 10 minutes so it just sets up a little bit, gets firm. If you want to increase that and you want to hurry that up, you can even do it in the freezer. You can put it in the freezer for about 5 minutes as well. Great. So the next step is we're going to do the molar body. That's the balance of the molar. That's going to be. So you can retain the same spatula if you want. This here. I'm sorry, in between I know we went a little out of coverage area kind of a thing. We were not able to get do a lot of online classes the past couple of weeks because there were a couple of issues. One of the major issues was the fact that we didn't have very good internet. Some issue with the internet line, and we weren't able to get a lot of bandwidth. And apart from that, we also had this recurring back-to-back private classes that we're doing right now. For the people who want to do their own bakery and pastry shop, we're doing these private classes where you can come in. If you're in Goa or if you can come to Goa, then you come in here and we do a session for about 1 to 2 people. So considering the fact that the lockdown is still in place, we're not doing too many people at one time, so we're just doing small sessions. We can even do a private session for you if you're over a Zoom call or over a Google Meet if you prefer to do that if you're not in Goa. So we can teach you whatever you want to learn, provided it fits in with our time schedule and with the ingredient availability and with our skill set, then we can definitely take it up. So moving on to the second product. Yeah. Moving on to the second product, we need to do this. This is a really simple product as well. What you're doing is you're doing the body of the moeller. The moeller is a combination of a couple of ingredients. I'll just explain to you. So this is basically your chocolate. So again, this is a 45% 40% pure chocolate. Put into a larger container. We got some butter. So you're going to melt the butter together with the chocolate. I'm using unsalted President. You can even use Amul or you can use any other butter, even salted butter. Salted butter actually goes very well with the Indian palate. So if you are a person that likes like a little bit of salt in their product, then the salted butter goes very well. We don't really use salted butter for anything else. We get the opportunity. A good pastry chef and a good pastry kitchen will always have a good amount of unsalted butter. So that's what we have. Again, we don't use powdered sugar. We use castor sugar. So that's something that you need to kind of keep in mind as well. And we're using regular flour and a little bit of cornstarch just to kind of shorten the strand a little bit. And let's just microwave this one. So we're going to microwave it for about 30 seconds into 2 blasts. So while that's microwaving, I'm going to add some flavoring into the eggs. So we're using a natural essence from Fab Flavors, which is an orange essence. It's a really nice essence, to be honest with you. Just add a few drops. That's more than sufficient. Although it is natural, it's quite concentrated. So you don't really need to add a lot. So your cost doesn't skyrocket. And so there's really natural, oranginess to it. So orange is again separate from the orange that we use. That we generally in India refer to as oranges. So these are imported oranges that we're talking about. The skin of which is going to be a little bit on this color. It's going to be orange, real orange. It's not going to be green. It's not going to be Mossambi like. This is the imported orange. You're going to use a touch of that as well. A touch of that is going to go inside the flour. I put a little bit more so that you get a nice orange punch. 30 seconds. Good. So we're getting a lot of help today, so we can do this fast because we have only 45 minutes to do this whole session. There's been quite a few amount of prep done in advance. So this is basically you mixing up the butter and the chocolate so that it's all well melted. Again, you don't want to make it too hot because the chocolate might burn and the eggs might get cooked. So you don't want that to happen. And you notice that I'm doing all my mixing with the help of a spatula. I'm not using a whisk. I don't really need to aerate the spatula a lot. It's okay if I just use a spatula. I just need to mix it up together. So I don't really need to do a lot of whisking. Next, we're going to add in the sugar. The sugar is basically very important. The sugar goes in first. So what it does is it generally takes up a little bit of the heat from the chocolate and makes sure that the eggs don't go into a very hot environment. So you just kind of mix this up. So a good lava cake or a good moeller is all about temperatures. So you got to kind of keep within temperature range, and that will kind of work in your favor. So this is more or less mixed. What I'm going to do next is quickly add in the eggs one by one. So I'm just going to mix this up a little bit because I've added the orange essence in that. So I'm just going to add one egg at a time. It's a little fussy egg white. So you just mix this up like you would mix a scrambled egg. Go for the second egg. Give it a nice mix. Nice mix, that voracious mix. So you ensure that the eggs are completely mixed up, broken down. Once this is done, then you're going to add in the dry ingredients. To add the dry ingredients, what you need to do is simply just mix them up first. Once it's well mixed, just toss it. This you can literally fold in. We need a liter jug and the piping bags. 1 liter jug and piping bag please. Again, give it a nice mix. So I've done everything without a mixer, everything using my hands and a spatula and a couple of plastic bowls. Great. So this is done. It's nice and flowy like this. You know this is done. So you got to get flowy texture. A lot of these white things you see, there are air bubbles, so don't worry about it. But just pop it inside a piping bag like that. Tire. So make sure it's not filled more than that. Take out all the air and you've got tire knot. The ganache you put inside the freezer, we take that out, and in the freezer there are the molds which you have done. So you have to bring both of them. This I need, right? You have to just give me that. No, this I need. So done with that as well. It's quite simple. I mean, notice I didn't break up too much with dirt. Clean up your area. So you got this lying here. You got to take up one more piping bag. No, not this one. The one which I put inside in this area. So after this, I'm going to take a couple of your questions. We're going to go for the first round on this one. Yeah, perfect. So you can. So ensure when you cut this, you cut it small, so it's not really very large. And you're going to pipe in half. Not even half, actually, it's a little bit less than half. We're going to put this for freezing. This can put in the freezer. This was the ganache that we just made right now. We'll do the same one. You can see how quickly it's just set like that. You can do with this, you can just pop it into a pan pack again. So all of your brandy orange ganache is inside this. So it really sets quite fast. We need one more tray. Just tie a knot on this. So while they're doing that, I'll just quickly take your questions. Oops. So hi everybody. Thanks for joining us today at the Baker's Bazaar. This is Kunal Arolkar. We have a small bakery academy based in Porvorim in North Goa, and we conduct the City and Guilds diploma program as well here. So that's the reason that we want to focus on doing a demo for you guys. So proceeding to where we are at right now, so basically we've really not been able to open our regular classes, but we're doing online sessions and we're doing a lot of private classes as well. So that's, in case someone's interested to do that, you can always get in touch with us for that. I'll just say quick hi to everybody. Hi Hema ma'am, how are you? Thank you for your, for putting the effort into making that awesome orange natural essence. It's really nice. It's something that I don't say that very easily, but it's really something. So Gina panicked. Don't panic, Gina. I'm here only. Hi everybody else. Hi Zainab. Hi Swati ji. Hi Mehak. Hi Anupriti. Hi Shama. Hi Sugarfall. Hi Payal Jain. Hi to Mona. Swati again. And that's my list of highs. So thanks so much guys. So I'm going to head back into doing the demo. Yeah. If you have any questions, hit us up at Foodie Breaks India Facebook page Foodie Breaks India if you want. You can get in touch with us on that, or just leave in this comment section. Just leave your questions and we'll answer that post the session. Yeah. I'm going to head back to this. Quick. Just need to pipe out. So when you pipe out, make sure the ganache is not very big. It needs to be in proportion with what's inside the rest of the tin. So if you've got a small tin, you can't put a very big lump of ganache in there. Although you might really want to do that, but it doesn't work. We'll kind of set that off a little bit. So this we'll put in the freezer as well, and we'll take out We'll take out the remaining. Actually, we'll just put this in the freezer and we'll take out our that what we've done in the half hour. Cool. So we still have about good 10 minutes. So what I'm going to show you is I've got a simple platter like this for plating. So I prefer to use a dark platter because on a dark platter sometimes people say, on a dark platter it looks very odd if you put a dark dessert. But I prefer a dark platter because on that I can then dust icing sugar and kind of bring the platter out. This again just my take on it. If you want to pair this, you can pair it up with some very good vanilla ice cream. You don't have good vanilla ice cream, use back quality vanilla ice cream, but vanilla ice cream goes very well with this dessert. The other thing you can if you have a taste for it, you can also pair this up with, and if you're not outside? No. Bring that way. So, in case if you're vegan, for example, then you can do it with a very good raspberry sorbet. Raspberry sorbet also goes very well with this. We've tried it with the melon ginger sorbet as well, and it's gone very well with that as well. So yeah, depends on what you want to do, and depends on. You can give me the spoon then I'll shoot you this footage. So I'm just quickly going to show you how to pipe this. Now, one of the key things you got to remember when you're doing this dessert is, as I mentioned, it's all about temperature and time. So I'm showing you live how to do this. So I'm showing you live how to do this, but when you're doing this at home, please ensure that when you put this inside your fridge, you let it stay inside your fridge for about at least 2 hours, so it sets. This is not set, it's wobbly, but I don't have that much time, so I'm going to start to do it anyway. Pick up and pour it inside. So if your base is set, then this ganache will not sink to the bottom. But in my case it might, so I got to be prepared for that. In any case, I don't have that much of time, so what to do? And after that I'm going to put in balanced amount of filling on top. Again, I'm filling up to 3/4 only. I don't want to fill it up too much. I'm going to set this in the freezer again for about good half an hour, and then we're going to put it inside the oven. But we already have some that's in the fridge from the previous batch, so you can put that. We put that for baking. This is for 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 180. So to bake it at 180 degrees for about 4 minutes, just to ensure that it gets cooked from the outer area. After that is done, then we're going to immediately wait for a little while and then plate it. That's going to be kind of very quick. There's one. So since that is done, I can set up an area here. This product, if you don't intend to eat it, please don't. If you don't intend to eat it, please don't cook it. If you cook it, then you need to eat it. So that's the problem with this product. It doesn't hold well after it's baked, so it needs to be consumed within a minute or two after it's baked. So that's something I would like kind of for you to keep in mind. So when you're doing this at home, please ensure that you bake it and then immediately eat it. So don't wait for it to. Don't wait for it in any way. We're just prepping up our table. We've got everything here which needs to be prepped. and we're going to wait for the oven bell to ring. Once the oven bell rings, then we're going to quickly take it out and we're going to unmold them. So we'll be unmolding two and then we'll kind of just break it. We've got the spoon that we use to break it as well. And that's going to be the that's going to be the lovely molar. Now when you're doing this, I'm not going to put obviously on a flat platter, I'm not going to put ice cream. But if you want to serve on a flat platter, you want to serve some ice cream, serve it in a bowl or serve it in some kind of a dish so that it doesn't kind of mess up your platter. Yeah. So I mean that's so much for our demo. We're going to be getting the product out, and it's all about the finale right now. The remaining things which you've made are going to be put inside the freezer for at least about 2 hours so that they set a little bit. I mean, it doesn't matter how many hours you put it in, it just needs to set basically. So some people can do it for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, maybe even half an hour if you have a very good freezer. It just needs to set. Because if it's set, then it will bake properly. If it's not set, then it will not bake properly. So that's it will bake in a very haphazard fashion. So the more you leave it in your freezer, the better it gets. So you can leave it up to 21 days in the freezer. So once the stage which I took it at, where I piped it inside with the ganache and piped on it, that stage you can leave those containers, wrap them and leave them in your freezer for up to 21 days. So I don't think it will last that long, but yeah, you can keep it up to 21 days. So cool, you can prep your platter as well if you want, just a little bit. And we're still waiting for this one, so I can take some more questions. So yeah, so I think I missed. I stopped at Hema Ji. Hi, so this recipe has eggs in it. I'm afraid there's no eggless recipe here, but there is a total different recipe without eggs, which we can do as well. So this particular recipe, it doesn't really work when you replace the eggs with condensed milk, so on and so forth. So this is not the recipe that you want to work with when you have an eggless problem or are completely vegetarian. For that, you need to kind of revert to a different kind of a recipe. So I can share that with you in some other session, not right now. Hi Neha ji, hi Shweta ji, hi Sylvia. Hi Swati ji, where can you get the recipe? The recipe is on our website, but I don't think it's uploaded right now. I think the upload will happen after this session, so you can go and get the recipe from the website. That's foodiebreaks.com/academy. We'll put up as a comment here. So I'm just putting it up here. Can be downloaded from www.foodiebreaks.com/academy. Yeah, cool. So that's that. Any more questions? It's a superbly simple dessert, to be honest with you. Now this molar is very traditionally French, so that's why it's got eggs and a lot of other stuff loaded in it. But if you're as I mentioned, if you're eggless, then there are different recipes, but I can't really share them right now because it's not an easy fix, right? It's not like I just remove this and replace it and it's done. So you got to put a little bit of mind into that, and so I have not really prepped for it right now. So maybe another time. I'm really happy that the Baker's Bazaar has been really a superb effort by Gina and the team and everybody at Needit, and you guys have done really well. I mean, I'm really happy that we're doing so much of baking just to keep our minds away from the gloom of this pandemic. So it's very interesting time. For us, it's been very challenging because we've been trying to keep afloat, being a small business ourselves. So it is definitely a challenging time for everybody. So I wish you guys all the best. Just stay in, bake, and let the times flow. So that's all you can do right now, and hope for a better tomorrow. That's all. That's really all that we can do. I mean, we can't really govern too much of the time that is there right now. So yeah, it'll be up on the website post the session. So don't go there right now. Stay on the session. So yeah, just waiting for it to ring. I'm waiting for the products to come out of the oven. The moment they're out, it doesn't take a very high amount of baking time. It's just about 4 to 5 minutes. They're not going to take it too much. And the cool part of this product is that you can make the product and keep it in the freezer. So you can make it on a Monday and you can bake it on the next Monday. It doesn't really make a difference. As long as it's in the freezer the full time, well wrapped, it's a really easy to store this product. So that's one, and you can take it directly out of the freezer and pop it in the oven. It doesn't have to go for any kind of thawing. So when you put it in for a 5 minute bake period, it is directly from the freezer. So that's a really cool step that you guys can definitely consider as well. So let's try to walk up to the um, oven and check. So let's try to walk up to the oven. 6 minutes. And this is done. Yeah, this is done. Yeah, it's done. You can take it off. We'll take it there. So that's done. We're going to take it out now and we're going to put it back into we're going to plate it directly. So we're going to plate that directly. I know it's really yummy. It's something when we made this recipe earlier, it was really something. I mean, you have to give me the glove. Yeah, so now you can just pop this back here. Cool. So ideally what you need to do is, you can just kind of zoom into this as well. So you're going to just make the product dance in the center. You've got to be quick about it. Once the product is done in the center, simply use your unmold them like that. Whoops. You can literally see them coming out like that now. That's that. Little bit of icing sugar, and this is mostly just to add some sweetness. If you like bitterness, then what you can do is you can replace this icing sugar with some cocoa powder as well. That also works very nice. And before waiting any further, just blast it open like that. You'll see that lovely. And you might want to go close up on this one. Just blast and it flows out like that. How cool is that? So that is the cool and the amazing and the totally brandy loaded, orange loaded molar that we're talking about. Super simple. Unfortunately, it doesn't come in an eggless version, but you can definitely create. There is a different product that you can create which is eggless and will also is really amazing. So yeah, this is your. Can I taste it? So you're trying it out, definitely give it a shot with that loaded. You know that superb smell. A superb taste of the brandy, of the orange. Wow. That's really something, guys. Go. I'm not talking, my mouth's full. my God. That dessert before lunch. Amazing. You can see, check that out. It's still runny. Cool. So it's really super simple, guys. Not at all complicated. Really easy to make. And you can check that. You can really see you can see my reflection. See mirror reflection. You can see my reflection inside that. That's so cool. Thanks so much for joining us today for this epic class that we just did. I think we've kept our time, and I think Gina's going to be very happy about that. Everybody's here. We also bake cakes here at the academy. We have a bakery as well. So if you are from Goa or you are visiting Goa, or at any time you want to treat someone in Goa, you can definitely order it from us, and we deliver all over North Goa. And you can get in touch with us on our numbers and on our Facebook page as well. So thanks so much for joining us, guys. I'm really happy that you guys had a superb learnathon at the Bakers at CMA 2020 this year and at Bakers Bazaar. It's been a joyride for us. We always love to be part of whatever Gina does, especially for the home bakers. She's been quite an inspiration for us as well. So cool stuff. Thanks so much for joining. I'm just going to show you my face last time. So bye, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. And if you are going to be part of, we do a lot of sessions online as well. So definitely like our page, Foodie Breaks India. That's facebook.com/Foodie Breaks India. Definitely like. You see this logo, it's us. FB Academy logo, it's ours. Definitely like it. Definitely let us know what you feel about it. And also, if you're interested in doing some, if you just want to learn something about bakery and you can't do it and you want us to do it for you, send us a WhatsApp message on 9820220912, and we'll be more than happy to try to work out some kind of a private session for you online or in the academy in Goa. If you're someone who wants to take this up professionally, we do the diploma program, which is the 4-month diploma, which is going to start in January this next year because of the great pandemic. So we're not doing any sessions this year. We're just continuing one batch throughout the year. And we're going to be doing the session in January. That's a 4-month diploma. That's a level 2 City and Guilds diploma in patisserie. That's a 4-month diploma which basically covers everything from start to finish. Cookies, cakes, the works. I mean, it goes from cookie making, cake making, bread making, French patisserie, right up till complex patisserie and sugar art and so on. So if you guys are interested in something professional, that's the course for you. Again, it's available on our website. The details of the July course will be there. So we've not yet updated the Jan course because we're still unsure of the dates. So if you're interested in learning pastry professionally, do it at a nice center. That's what I would advise you. There are a lot of centers now in Goa, as well as all over India. A lot of sessions are happening live as well. So make sure that you learn baker. You're using the time to learn and to kind of make a repertoire of products that you can then kind of take out to the market and kind of get there, arrive with a bang sort of. So thanks so much for joining us. And I think so Aditi just joined us. So hi Aditi as well. Sorry that you guys went through some issue in Pune. I didn't realize what it was, but yeah, sorry about that. So I'm very happy again, as I said once, I say it again and again, that we're very happy to be part of the Baker learning programs like this. So if you guys want to do something for your, for your groups, for your women groups as well, like if you want to do, we do a lot of sessions for Jain groups. We do a lot of sessions for Catholic groups as well as for Hindu groups in Goa. So if you want to do something like that, we're more than happy to kind of develop a private plan for you as well. So get in touch with us on our Facebook page or on Instagram. Instagram again is just instagram.com/foodiebreaks. If you don't like my face too much, just look at those pictures. Those are much better, much more prettier looking. Yeah, thanks so much for joining us, guys. I'm going to head on over, cancel this out, and you guys can join in for the next session post this. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.